Today I'm going to work on a Sony PSLX300USB. This is a belt drive turntable, fully automatic, with a USB A to D converter, so you can plug it right into your computer and make recordings off of it directly. It features a magnetic cartridge and a built-in preamp, and this one actually sounds pretty good, but it's got a bit of a problem, so let's take care of it. It appears to be in relatively good shape, actually kind of clean, but I see that there is a problem with it, and that problem is the cartridge is at an odd angle. Check it out. I'll just tip it back here so you guys can see that the cartridge itself is actually coming out of the head shell. This uses a magnetic cartridge, but it's a non-replaceable magnetic cartridge, and it appears that the glue that holds the cartridge into the head shell has failed, because that should not come out. So I think what I need to do to start with this is we're going to put a bit of adhesive, a little bit of a bond on here, and glue this thing back into place. And then we'll check this turntable out and see if it works. You guys already saw that it turned because I had power on. It does indeed turn. It's a belt drive, I believe. It's a belt drive. Yeah, it's a belt drive, and it's a low voltage DC motor, so there should be speed adjustments on here to adjust the speed. It's an automatic turntable, so it will automatically drop the arm and pick it up, auto return. Get a speed selector on the front here, it's 33 or 45, good old 45 RPM adapter for the 7-inch records, and a size selector over here that mechanically selects whether it's going to drop on a 12-inch or a 7-inch record. We're going to test this thing out, see how it sounds, and we'll even make a recording through the USB. I'll plug it into my laptop and see what it does. It should record through Audacity, no problem. Okay, so let's first of all get some glue, and we'll glue this piece back in on here, see if we can make this thing work. One thing when shooting something that's extremely dark like this is that it tends to mess with the auto exposure on the camera, and being a modern camera, yes, I could adjust the exposure on here, but navigating through the menus when the camera is over my head is more work than it's worth. So I buy this this crazy glue stuff. It's the same stuff. It's not crazy glue. It's dollar store special because it comes in little 1 gram sealed. And when you first open it up, you screw the cap down all the way, and it punctures. So you get 4 of these for $1 at the dollar store. $1 or $1.25. They're cheap. And I leave them sit in here, and the one that I open, I put it in this way so that I know which one I've opened. Because the problem with this type of glue, as you can see, it's ethyl 2 cyanoacrylic glue. Same stuff as crazy glue. Exactly the same stuff. It does expire once air gets to it. That was always one of the problems with crazy glue, is you get a tube of crazy glue, or the pen. That was a funny one. You get the crazy glue pen, that you had the little seal on the tip, and you pushed in on it, and it would spill glue all over the place, and it was supposed to seal it. But it's still, once you opened it, it was bad after like a month. At least with this, you get 4 small tubes, and if you don't use it all up and it expires, you've got 3 more. Whereas the other stuff, the expensive stuff, once you use that pin to open the thing, it's going to expire, within a month or so. So I buy this cheap stuff, and it works just as well as the more expensive stuff, because it's the same thing. So we're going to put a drop. I got to get this far enough back on here so that I don't accidentally glue the you can see on here where it was originally glued in. You can see the glue on here. So I'm going to have to put this far enough back on here so that it won't glue the cartridge in place, or glue the needle in place. I'll just put a drop on there, and then I have to be fairly quick before this stuff, because once this stuff seals up, it's going to be in here permanently. So I want to get this in the right place and get this all the way into where it belongs, like that. There's the needle off. That's good. And we'll push this into place and let it set. needle looks to be in good shape. It's a moving magnet type. It's not a ceramic, it's a magnetic cartridge. So this should have relatively good sound. Not quite as hot today as it has been. It's been hitting temperatures of 30 degrees over the last couple of days. It's been unbearably hot here in the workshop. Today it's only 23, so it's actually a little bit of a breeze today, but very smoky. We got all the fires in Washington, Oregon, and California all blowing up here, polluting our air. So walking outside today, well, you can see the smoke. There's a haze in the air, and the wind is blowing up from the south, so it's bringing all that smoke right up to us here. So we have an air quality advisor out right now for people that have got chronic lung conditions to stay in. Mount the needle again. Just snaps into place. It does snap on here somehow. There we go. Okay, needle snapped in place. Let's grab some vinyl and we'll try this out. So record size is 33 or 12 inches. Speed set to 33, and I flip up the needle guard here. Okay, press the start button. Oh, it helps if I turn it on. Press the start button. Sure drops that needle quick. There it is, it's playing. Stop the record. It has a manual start as well. Got a arm lifter. It's fully mechanical. So if you let this out quick, it's going to drop that needle very quickly. There's no dampening on this at all. You are the dampening on this one. You let the button out slowly. Push the button in slowly. So it's a very basic turntable, but hey, at least it has a magnetic cartridge on it, so it's going to actually sound fairly good. It also will, at the end of the record, it will automatically return. At least it should. There we go. It'll auto return. And is it going to stop or play the record again? It should stop. And there we go. That's 33. It'll also play the smaller 45 RPM singles, which I have a couple of records here. Back in the day when we'd go buy 45s, sometimes they would come in fancy jackets, and other times not. Have the name of the artist on it and the track that's there. So for example, if I put on the adapter, put on this record, select 45, select 7-inch record, that's about all I can play of that. I'm going to go grab a computer, grab my laptop, we'll plug this thing into the USB and see how the sound is made directly from this unit. This one's from May 2008, and it does have a built-in preamp. So if you're using it with a amplifier that does not have a phono preamp built in, this will work through the line input. Has a USB plug on the back. We'll plug the USB cord in, and this should allow me to record directly to my computer. So I'm going to grab my laptop and we'll plug it into that. Just fire it up here. And we'll do a recording directly onto my little Dell laptop here. So I'll plug in the laptop and it detects it automatically. So I should be able to record through Audacity. Let me launch. And we'll configure the input. It should see the turntable input here. Microphone line in. You should see it here as a USB input. Right there. Now if I turn on the monitoring, where's my monitoring on this thing? Here we go, monitoring. So that horrible noise that you guys hear, which I can, I mean, it's just, that horrible noise is actually coming from my plasma TV. So for some reason my plasma TV that's sitting in on my other bench next to me that I was watching is generating so much noise that it is being picked up by the cartridge. I guess the amplifier is not picking it up, but it is being picked up by the USB digitizing amplifier and being digitized. So if I turn this thing down, and we'll just try making a recording from, I'll just check my levels here. Okay, that looks like levels are okay there. This way I can adjust the levels. Okay, so this thing's now ready to record. I'm picking something bad. I don't know. Casey and the Sunshine Band. I just grabbed a record. Just one of these 45s that I've got kicking around here. And we'll make a recording. I can't obviously play this for more than a few seconds, but we'll make a recording on this thing and just see how it sounds. I've got this 10-inch record. It's an LP, but it's a small 10-inch record, so I'm going to have to start this thing manually, obviously. I'm going to play this. I think it's classical stuff. I'm going to record this onto the computer just because I might be able to get away with playing this a little bit longer without pulling any type of copyright match. I hope. I'd like to let this thing play for a couple minutes so you guys can get an idea of what the sound quality of the internal digitizer on this turntable actually sounds like, and we can compare it to other ones. I've got another one here, a little newer one than this, that I'll be doing a video on when I get around to looking at it, and it's also got a capture board in. So I'm going to set this up, we're going to record it, and we'll listen to the actual audio created by this turntable directly into my laptop. Okay, I've got the record all queued up. We'll just drop the needle with the button on here. Got the Audacity all set to record. I'll just hit record because we can trim this later. So I'm now recording, and we'll just drop the needle down here. We'll next take a listen to this record here. Notice it's made in South Africa, this record, and I like this. All the warnings on it, the copyright warnings, are printed in English, yet the title is printed in, is it German? Let's try this one. and we'll take a listen to this recording. I think this might be a mono record too, so we'll do a recording on the. No, I'm not cleaning it first, so we'll just have to evaluate it with all the clicks and pops and noise, because you know the record is dirty. But what the heck, eh? This is just a kind of let you hear sample. We're gonna do something a little more modern. This one will be a little bit of Focus from Hamburger Concerto. I'm gonna play Hamburger Concerto. We have the right record size here. We'll find out pretty quick. I think this is set to the wrong size. We'll just fix that. Okay. We'll try that again. We'll let this one start up on its own. So we can hear all the noise that this thing makes. It's being picked up and output to the computer. This record is in really rough shape. Okay, that does it with this one. As you can hear, this thing's actually sounding pretty good. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.